motivated sellers and get deals on demand, which means money will never be an issue for you again. So where do you go from here? Well, if you feel confident enough to take this knowledge and run with it, please do. It's yours now. But some words of caution. As with most things in life, when it comes to building your motivated seller machine, success will be found in the details. Just because you know how the game of football is played doesn't mean you can walk onto the field and win a Super Bowl. Well, it's no different here. What I've just shared with you today are the steps to setting up a Google Ads campaign. Getting it set up is only the first part. It took me about 2 years of dedicated study and practice and mistakes to really master this system. Was it worth it? Obviously. Learning this is what allowed me to go from schlepping around, scratching for deals, to making my first million within 18 months. But I studied and practiced and tested every night for 2 to 3 hours straight after I'd get done with work. The bottom line is, you can't skip the process. If you want to become a pilot, you have to go through flight school. If you want to make money in real estate, you have to have an effective lead generation system, period. But 2 years is a long time, and I don't know what your confidence level is when it comes to building a motivated seller machine on your own might be right now. 20%? 30%? 50%? What would your confidence level be if I set up the entire system for you? Would that increase your confidence level to the 90 to 100% range? And what if we could shorten your results curve down from 2 years to just 30 days? And I'm actually going to guarantee that you will end up with a motivated seller machine that successfully generates motivated seller leads for you so that you can start closing deals and cashing checks right away. Well, today, I'm going to give a few of you that opportunity. So here's how we're going to do that. Right now, I'm taking a limited number of students and I'm going to create your entire motivated seller system exactly the way mine's set up so you can use it in your own market. Now, the system is called Commando Motivated Seller Machine. And as one of the few who get access, we're going to create your motivated seller machine from start to finish using all the secret sauce and special tricks we've discovered over the years of perfecting it. So by the time we're done, you'll have a motivated seller machine that generates motivated sellers for you automatically, day in and day out. And if you use the system like I show you, the entire thing is completely free. But we'll get more into that in a minute. So if you're tired of chasing sellers around and begging them to sell their house to you out of pity, or if you have or want a real estate business and you want to get more motivated seller leads and deals with less work, if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck and you want to take control of your financial destiny, and if you want to acquire the ability to create cash or revenue on demand 24/7 from anywhere in the world without having to deal with all the competitors in your market, without running around putting up bandit signs, without wasting countless hours of your life driving for dollars, then this system is specifically for you. So here's how it's going to work. It's a done-for-you system, so by the time we're done with it, you'll have a complete, working, motivated seller machine that finds motivated sellers for you automatically. In other words, I'm going to build your entire motivated seller machine, then give you access and show you how to turn it on. You'll have your very own motivated seller machine for the target market that you choose, and you'll have full control over that system. Once you have access, we'll hold your hand every step of the way so you can turn it on and start generating motivated sellers. We'll work together to get your machine churning out deals and tuned in so that you can start cashing checks and living the life you've been working to achieve as a real estate investor. Now, with the Commando Motivated Seller Machine, we're going to start at the very beginning and set up every aspect of your motivated seller machine. So in step 1, I'm doing all of the keyword research and creation specific to your market. Keywords, if you remember, are the foundation of a winning motivated seller machine. And we've discovered literally hundreds of the best ones to use. You'll get them all, but tailored specifically for your market. The right keywords are a requirement and based on human psychology that you absolutely must get right to effectively uncover the motivated sellers who are looking for help. These are the keywords that allow you to go from needy, arm-twisting investor who's desperate to make an offer to anyone who'll listen to you, to a confident authority who has motivated sellers chasing you down, begging you to buy their house as you come from a place of power and service. These are the little known but priceless keywords that allow you to become the hunted instead of the hunter. Now in step 2, we're going to separate every single one of the keywords, hundreds of them that we've created for you, and group them into individual ad groups. Remember when I talked about the twist that allows us to beat out the competitors who are trying to use Google Ads? This is the core component of beating them every single time. We'll create hundreds of unique ad groups based one-on-one of the keywords we've created. This is the step that will separate you from the herd. You'll be head and shoulders above any other investor who's trying to figure out how to do this. Setting up your ad groups this way will cause your cost per click to drop significantly. So while anybody else might be paying an arm and a leg, you'll be getting prospective leads for a couple of bucks. This will make it much easier for you to start getting and closing deals fast so you can scale quickly and start getting even more leads and closing more deals. Now, once your keywords and ad groups are all set up, now in step 3, we'll be creating your lead generating ads. This is the single magical part of the motivated seller machine that motivated sellers see when they search for help, which sets your company apart from everyone else in your market. Get it right, and it can make you millions. Get it wrong, and your account is doomed to fail before you've even begun. But we're not just going to create 5 or 10 or 20 ads for you. In fact, we're going to expand it to 3 or more unique ads for every single keyword. This means that your motivated seller machine will have over 1,000 unique ads, every one individual, so when sellers search for help, they'll see an ad that exactly matches the keyword they've typed in, just like I showed you in the training earlier. This is the second part of the twist that gives you the advantage over any other competitors. So, what do the ads contain? Well, they're what I call motivated seller machine power-ups. These are the advanced psychological triggers and conversion boosters that can take a good ad and turn it into one that can change your financial lot in life forever. Some examples of what I'm going to include in your system are emotional trigger words. These are carefully selected words that have been proven over the decades to increase the emotional response in all ads. And you have to remember that taking action is an emotional response to a problem. Pattern interrupt. Getting your prospective motivated seller's attention is the first job you have in your ad, and this is one of the most effective ways to do that. Then there's the local connection. Have you noticed that almost every person who has a chance to do business locally will choose that over some big business? That's because of the trust factor. And we're going to put that into your ads so sellers are compelled to want to choose to work with you. Next is headline stacking. This is a method we're going to use in your ads so you have an irresistible ad that sellers will feel driven to click on. We have up to 3 headlines each ad, each targeting a specific need for a prospective seller. Then there's the fast offer. Sellers want to know how they can get help in a hurry. And the ad copy we use is worded in just the right way to make them feel confident about you without thinking you're too pushy or a phony. And 5 additional motivated seller machine power-ups. Once we have your 1,000 plus ads created, you're going to have the most detailed and advanced set of motivated seller machine ads we've ever created, along with every conversion booster I've used to build my own business, which have produced over $7 million. Remember, you'll be able to turn this on and off whenever you choose. You pick your own budget. If you want to spend $10 a day or turn it off for a week, you're in complete control. Now in step 4, you're going to get to the good part. It's time to turn on the motivated seller machine. I'll show you around under the hood and how everything works. It's actually pretty simple after the setup part, which will handle every bit of that. Then together, you and I will turn on your motivated seller machine and get things rolling. One important thing to note, I'll be here for you every step of the way. After we build your motivated seller machine and give you access, then help you to turn it on, me and my team will be here for you every step of the way. Have a question? Let us know. Need help with anything at all? Let us know. We are experts at using the motivated seller machine and will help you whenever you need it. That's my promise to you. Just know, you don't need any technical skills whatsoever. All you need to do is watch the video and follow the simple steps I show you to turn it on or off. Just a simple click. Now, step 5 is where I'll personally show you how to check in on your Motivated Seller machine. It only takes about 10 minutes one time per week to check out your stats and make sure everything is running great and you're getting results, leads, and so on. All right, now at this point, you'll have your complete Motivated Seller machine set up and ready to start getting leads. But there's something else I'd like to cover. Now, one of the main things I hear from students is, David, I'm so excited to get Motivated Seller leads, but what do I do with them once I get them? Hey, that's a fantastic question. So if you're wondering, what do I say to sellers on the phone? Or what do I look for when I view the house? Or how do I structure offers that sellers will accept? Or what paperwork do I use? Or how do I do deals with no money down? Today is a great day for you because I've got you covered. See, my most important thing is helping you find success in your business. I know how hard it was and how much I struggled. So I want to help you get there as quickly as possible. I'm going to add in our new 6-week real estate investor coaching program if you're one of the few we work with today. You'll get access to a 6-week course with myself and my top coach where every week we'll do a new training to cover topics you'll need to know so you can do deals. We'll do the training with you on a webinar, then answer your questions too. Even better than that, you'll get full access to all the training recordings inside your member area, so they're always there for you to go back to when you need a refresher or simply need an answer. Included in the real estate investor coaching program that you're going to get today as well, in Module 1, Talking to Sellers, we'll deep dive into just what to say and what not to say when talking to a seller. You'll be able to talk to a seller with confidence once you learn the right questions to ask. You'll also get a fantastic seller script to go along with Module 1 so you can easily follow along until you have it down. Once you know how to talk to a seller and know the right terms to use, it's easy and you'll be signing up deals before you know it. In Module 2, we'll cover the walkthrough. Now, meeting the seller at a house is key in building rapport and learning about the property. In Module 2, you'll learn when to set the appointment and what to take along. You'll learn how to quickly build rapport with a seller and learn 3 simple phrases that will immediately get them eating out of your hand and eager to point out any issues with the house. You'll also learn what questions to ask to uncover the seller's deep, hidden motivation for selling and what their bottom line price is. This will enable you to make offers that are win-win for you and the seller, so you can make big paychecks while leaving the seller happy about the solution you provided. In Module 3, we'll cover structuring offers. Now, structuring offers is where the magic happens. When you know how to present 2 or more offers, the chances of the seller accepting one of them goes up by about 62%. In Module 3, you'll learn how to quickly structure an offer on the spot and how you'll present the one you most want in a way that almost guarantees the seller will choose that one. Cash deal, owner finance, takeover payments, lease with an option to buy. You'll learn how to do each one of these offers so you can walk away with a great deal structured and move on to closing the deal and cashing your paycheck. In Module 4, we'll go over paperwork. Once the seller accepts your offer, it's time to sign up the deal. You'll learn which forms to use and how to fill them out. You'll also know how to use a specific form I'll give you that can keep your deals safe should the seller ever try to talk to another investor behind your back. It happens once in a while. As part of Module 4, you're going to get copies of the actual paperwork I use so that you can copy what you need for your own deals. Now, in Module 5, we'll cover exit strategies. There are literally dozens of ways to do a real estate deal, including many different types of no money down deals. In Module 5, we'll dig deep into the top 4 methods you can use as exit strategies. You'll know, based on the condition of the house and the motivation level of the seller, exactly which type of exit strategy you should use. Should you hold it, retail it, flip it? In Module 5, you'll learn the exact criteria for each one of the 4 exit strategies we'll cover and why to do them so you'll have your deal arsenal ready and be able to do a deal on just about any property you find and cash the paycheck at the end. In Module 6, everybody needs to know how to do these no money down deals. Most investors start out by doing no money down deals. In Module 6, you're going to learn how to structure these deals and how to quickly flip these deals for a quick payday. You'll be able to do it without coming up with cash for deals, financing, or anything like that. you'll be able to use a specific document I'll give you in Module 6 that will allow you to flip the house and walk away with thousands of dollars for just a few hours of your time. The good news here is you can literally flip a deal and cash a check for $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 or more within days of landing the deal. This is how you rapidly grow your real estate investing business and turn it into a real company that will provide a lifestyle for you and your family. Now at this point, you'll have the motivated seller machine up and running and bringing in leads so that you'll never have a shortage of motivated sellers to pick from. They'll be begging to work with you, so you buy their house. You'll also have all the tools and knowledge necessary to do those deals. You'll know multiple ways to structure a deal and use one of your new exit strategies to quickly cash checks and make your paydays. Let me show you how this system works, even when the seller is on the radar and getting bombarded by other investors. Earlier in the training, I showed you how the motivated seller machine gets leads of sellers that nobody else knows about, since they aren't on any radars yet, like the vacant house list, the probate list, the foreclosure list, and so on. That by itself gives you an unfair advantage over all the other investors. But how about having a system where you can even beat out all the other investors who are chasing sellers who are on the radar? Well, it was just before Christmas, and I got a call from a seller who found me online from the motivated seller machine. He told me the story about how he was in foreclosure and he didn't want to have a foreclosure in his life, asking if I could help out in some way. Now, I had a Christmas party to go to that evening, but success moves fast. So I told him I could swing by tonight and see the house. He agreed. Well, I was all dressed up, ready for the party when I stopped by this guy's house. It was in a nice neighborhood and I knew the neighborhood, so I was excited to see what I'd find. Well, it was starting to get dark, but I could see all this junk and what looked like a big tent in the front yard. All right, I knocked on the door, and when he opened the door, I saw nothing but piles of junk. It was what we call a hoarder house or a pack rat house. Literally, garbage and junk filled the house, and there were trails from the kitchen to the bathroom to the bedroom and to the TV area too. It was a wild sight to see. We'd see these in the fire department as well. Here's the good part. I sat down at the table with this guy and his wife, and he told me about their situation and how they had been getting all this mail and even people knocking on their door trying to, quote, steal their house from them. Now remember when I told you, Sneaky Sam, there he is again, right? All these other investors were just Sneaky Sams to this homeowner. He actually had a garbage bag full of all the mail that he had been getting. I asked him if I could have it, and I ended up taking it back to the office and taking this picture. All of them, Sneaky Sams, that's what he saw. You know how that seller found me? Take a look at this picture. Back in there on the table, see that old computer monitor? Yep, even though he had mail from over 40 different investors and people knocking on his door, he still went online and did a search and found me. I structured a great deal with the owner and we signed up a deal on the spot. It was definitely a win-win deal since that seller and his wife, instead of getting foreclosed on and being put on the street, I was able to give them a check at closing for $87,000. That, my friend, is how you do good business. Now, the seller found me using the motivated seller machine. Other investors were climbing all over him, yet he still found and contacted me instead of responding to them. I structured a deal for $279,000 and the seller walked away with $87,000. Paid for it using private money, renovated the property. We pulled seven 30-yard dumpsters of stuff out of this house. It was crazy. Now, for using a smart lead generation system and creating a win-win situation for everybody involved, I made over $122,000. That is the way you do deals. When you have the motivated seller machine, you'll be able to find great deals like this one too. Or should I say, they'll find you. And you'll finally be able to get what you're after, which is freedom. It'll give you more financial freedom because you now have an effective motivated seller machine that can generate motivated sellers for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it also gives you more time freedom to be with your family, work on other parts of your business because it doesn't require all the time and effort that all that typical marketing does. All right, so today, I've shown you beyond the shadow of a doubt that it's absolutely possible to have a fully automated, motivated seller machine that can make your business hundreds of thousands of dollars per year without having to worry about fighting all the competition off in your market. You've seen that it's possible to get incredible deals right out from underneath the noses of all your competition, even if they're mailing and marketing to the homeowner. And you've also seen that you can use this strategy even if you're starting from scratch, without the need for doing all the typical other marketing and without knowing how to do deals yet. So if you're ready to acquire the ability to generate motivated seller leads and deals on demand and change your life forever in the process, here's how you can sign up for the program. Now, we're only taking a limited number of people and only in certain markets. If a market is not available, you'll need to pick a different market. If your market is available and you're able to claim it, your only job is to claim your system and then turn it on once we've completed your motivated seller machine setup. By the time your motivated seller machine is done, you'll have a fully functional lead generation machine that's ready to get you motivated sellers and deals automatically and make you and your business much more money. Well, what about the price? You can purchase the motivated seller machine anytime at motivatedsellermachine.com for $1,997. Now, if that sounds expensive, keep this in mind. It would cost you $10,000 and a percentage of every dollar of your marketing budget if you were to hire a Google Ads company to create your account. And it wouldn't even have the special twist that we use here at our business, so your results wouldn't be anywhere as good. The motivated seller machine will allow you to get leads anytime you want for a tenth of that amount, and you own this incredibly valuable system forever. But the fact that you're still here watching this means that you're actually serious about the success of your business. So here's what I'm going to do. My biggest thrill in life is getting letters from students like you who I've set up this system for and who've used it to change their lives. So if you're willing to invest in yourself today, I'm willing to invest in you. I'm going to take $1,000 out of my pocket and I'm going to invest that in you and your future success with the motivated seller machine. So right now, during this webinar, I'm going to put $1,000 towards your system, which brings the price to just $997. To put that in perspective, you just saw me use this same system to scoop a deal right out from under over 40 other investors and make a whopping $122,000 in just one deal in our examples today. So would you invest $997 to acquire that ability?